Down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Andy Dalton now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10. Dalton once more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. On second down, here's Taylor. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
On first down, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Taylor now looking to throw on second down. He's going to rifle, and this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defender.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Nick Kwiatkowski leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Smith catches left side. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Taylor on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
5-0.
2nd down, Dalton. Voids the target, and he has it over the middle. And Owen coughed it up. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackle made that time by Michael Johnson. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're running right through it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Slow.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. He completes it right side away. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Taylor now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now, after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, Taylor. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Third and long, it's Taylor. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here's Dalton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Green. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Dalton once more. Caught. Eifert over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
On the ball! On the ball!
Dalton, 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Jacoby Bernard. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
On the ball! Hey, 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 hey!
It's do or die for Dalton. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Saints, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, so Robbie Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that just was Friday. I said, babe, he said it's them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money money back,